When we are mature, we want something immediately with no deferred gratification. But as we mature, we can wait to know that God's plan is working itself out. Well, if you're joining in reading this 60-day reading plan, today's reading is James 5, verses 7 through 12, and I encourage you to read that passage. One of the hardest things that we have to learn is to be patient. This is particularly true for Americans and people of Western culture. We learn as children that we do not have to wait, but we can always manipulate the system so that we can get what we want. For example, many things that we buy today are purchased on credit. We decide that it's essential for us to have that particular item immediately rather than saving up for it and purchasing it in full at a later date. Now, some things may need to be purchased on credit. For example, a car or house or your initial buy of furniture may be placed on a payment plan just because of your position in life. But that 75-inch color television can probably wait for full payment. We can save or shop at cheaper locations for our clothes. Besides, even our food purchases, we can purchase store brands rather than name brands. There's no quick way to grow in Christ. It takes patience. Reading takes time. Prayer takes time. Worship takes time. Fellowship takes time. We cannot speed up that which takes time. We might make better use of our time and in that way increase our maturity in Christ, but it's still going to take a certain amount of time to grow. In the same way, we can only learn some things by experience. It's taken me 68 years to have experienced life in the way that God has given it to me. I've had to learn how to live differently after having 5 strokes. It took time. I was enrolled in rehabilitation for almost a year to relearn how to walk and to talk and to think. It's taken me time to learn how to only see with one eye since my right eye had cancer, and that left me without sight in that eye. All of these things God has used to bring me to a closer walk with Christ, but it took time and experience. What is God teaching you, and how well and how much time will you take to learn it?